Hi, my name is Andrew McLachlan. I'm the Senior Vice President for the Colson Rezidor Hotel Group for Africa and the Indian Ocean Islands.
Thank you for joining us today, Andrew. And it's coming to the end of day 2 of the AHIF conference. So how's the conference going for you? Has it been as successful?
Yeah, for us, it's a key conference in Africa. We're very lucky to actually host it at the Radisson Blu Hotel and Convention Centre. So it's easier for us to talk about our brands when we're actually in the largest convention centre in East Africa. So we have a second hotel in Kigali, the Park Inn by Radisson. So we've got 2 of our key brands open and brand new in the marketplace. So it's good. We're able to meet a lot of sort of key decision makers, meet new investors, and sort of nurture existing relationships and actually push deals along the way. So we've got quite a big team here, and we've been pretty busy, and it's been very, very positive.
Fantastic to hear. Now, next I wanted to talk to you about the markets. What would you say are the hottest new markets emerging? Where do you see the opportunities?
So we, from an African point of view, have had quite an aggressive rollout over the last couple of years. Over the last 3 years, every 37 days we've signed a new hotel in Africa.
Every 37 days?
And every 60 days we've opened a hotel in Africa. So we've got what we call
no slowing down then.
Yeah, so we've got sort of tier 1 sort of cities where we see multiple hotels within the same cities, and then proactive cities. So for us, still sort of hot markets for us would still be places like Cape Town, Johannesburg and Durban within South Africa. Addis Ababa is a key market. We actually announced a hotel in Addis Ababa today. Nairobi is still very, very important to us. We'll never sort of ignore sort of West Africa. Lagos is important. Abuja is important for us, and Abidjan as well. So we're really sort of we've sort of identified sort of 17 sort of big cities,
key spots
where we see at least 4 or 5 hotels within those sort of key cities. And at the moment we've got a sort of successful sort of track record and sort of success rate breaking into those markets. So we don't want to go into a new city and just have one hotel in a city. So we'll target cities where we think we can do multiple hotels over a period of time in that city.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you. And what would you say is the mood like among investors?
I think the mood is relatively positive.
It's positive,
the continent is big enough, so what you're losing on the roundabouts you're sort of making on the swings. So even though the commodity prices have sort of slowed down, if you look at sort of tourism growth in Africa, it's still growing, and it's still growing sort of successfully. If you look at new supply coming into Africa, it grew at 13% sort of last year. So there's still a lot of sort of optimism in the hospitality sector, and it's also driven by there's a lot of sort of undersupply of quality hotel rooms. So there's still a lot of opportunity for a lot of us on the continent.
And speaking of growth, which sectors do you feel are growing fastest?
So I think initially in Africa, everybody was really focusing on the upper upscale sort of segment of the markets. And we at the moment, if we take our portfolio of 82 hotels, 55 of them are Radisson Blus. So we don't really see too many more Radisson Blus within Africa. We do see the upper mid-scale sort of being a key market. So Park Inn by Radisson being a brand that we think we can grow significantly. We see our competitors doing the same. And we sort of see probably the upscale segment, so the entry-level 4-star being a gap in the marketplace. So in early 2018, we'll actually be bringing a new brand to the African continent, which I can't announce today, but it's something watch this space. We're bringing a new brand to Africa, which we think will have significant growth. And then obviously we opened the first Radisson Red in Africa exactly a month ago in Cape Town, and we see that being a catalyst for us to grow our sort of new lifestyle brand across the continent.
So exciting times ahead.
Yes, absolutely.
And one last question for you this evening, Andrew. Do you agree with the findings of the AHIF pipeline report? And if not, where do you differ?
No, I think it's pretty accurate. So from a pipeline report point of view, it's spot on.
Spot on.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your time, and
Great.
enjoy the rest of the week.
Thank you.